Hello and welcome to another edition of Cougar Close Up on Go Prince George. This week we feature a heart and soul penalty killer, role player extraordinaire, Prince George Cougars 19-year-old forward Aaron Macklin. We'll talk to Macklin about penalty killing, about taking the road less traveled to the Western Hockey League, all of that and much more on Cougar Close Up, Go Prince George. Well, Aaron Macklin, the Prince George Cougars find themselves right in the thick of things in the Western Conference and in the BC Division. The Victoria Royals, Kamloops Blazers, Vancouver Giants, Prince George Cougars really all neck and neck with one another. When you examine the first half of the season, does that kind of catch you off guard at all, given how close things have been in the standings so far this season?
No, not really. Anyone can win it any night, so everyone's playing really good right now, so the conference is really tight. We just got to stick to our game, and yeah, anytime anyone can win. It's tight conference.
Let's talk about your game and really your career with the Prince George Cougars. This is your second full season now with the club, originally acquired by the Kamloops Blazers, in kind of the later stages of 2013. But just tell me about the differences this season, Aaron, compared to maybe last season in Prince George, the new ownership, the new atmosphere. Just talk about some of the perks of a player, coming to the rink this year in PG.
Yeah, the atmosphere is definitely a lot better. Everyone loves coming to the rink every day. We got a new gym and stuff. We got a whole new dressing room, which is great to see. The ownership really wants us to be treated like pros, which is great. It's awesome for us. Yeah, it's been a really nice treat this year. The players are a lot more positive this year for sure. We don't have to come to the rink and be sad anymore or, just upset. So it's good to see.
What type of difference does it make, Aaron, when you go to battle, especially at home, and you've got a louder crowd, more people in the seats? How much does it really help a player in that situation?
It helps out a lot, actually. Every night we go out there because we want to see lots of fans out in the stands. We want our supporters to be happy with how we're playing. So we got to go out there and play our hardest every night for them and do the best that we can.
For a fan that might not be overly familiar with your game, when Aaron Macklin is at his best, what are fans and teammates and coaches going to notice from you?
Definitely physical. I'm a big body out there. I throw my weight around a lot, so I like to stir the pot a little bit, get in guys' face, kind of a little bit of excitement when I'm on the ice, hopefully. Yeah, I like crashing and banging, kind of grinder style.
Can we talk just a little bit about your career as a whole? Because you've taken, somewhat road less travel to get to the Western Hockey League. You weren't drafted in the Bantam draft, but listed by the Kamloops Blazers and eventually then traded to the Prince George Cougars. But, just talk about the road to the WHL and kind of how it went for you as far as getting noticed and doing the little extras to get on the radar.
Well, my Bantam team didn't really win a game my draft year, so that didn't help me with getting drafted or anything, helped me get to the WHL. So I had to work a little bit harder. I played M15 with the Raiders in Chestermere, and then I played with the UFA Bisons as a 16-year-old and got listed by Kamloops there. And then went to Kamloops camp, didn't know anyone, just played my role, was physical, did everything they asked me to do, and ended up making the roster and having a pretty good season actually with them. So that was good, and then came the next season, played a bit. Prince George seemed to like me, so got traded to Prince George and been here ever since.
Being a 19-year-old in this league, you've got something, Aaron, that a lot of people on this Cougars roster don't have, and that's playoff experience. And this season, of course, the playoffs being a huge focal point and a huge end goal for this organization. Can you just talk about how invaluable that playoff experience was for you, and certainly come playoff time this year, safe to say that your experience might be a benefit to this team?
Yeah, playoffs they're awesome. They're so much fun. I want to make it there for sure and play there. I had a pretty good playoff run with Kamloops when I was there, and it's a good experience for me because I got to find out what playoffs are all about, and it's a totally different game. It's a lot more physical and a lot more buying in, I guess, to the team.
It's really been great watching you play, Aaron, on kind of a heart and soul type of role for this Prince George Cougars team. Want to wish you a happy holidays and a best of luck for this team come the second half of this season. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks very much, Dan.
That's it for another edition of Cougar Close Up on Go Prince George. For more information on Prince George Cougars scheduling, tickets, and their current roster, head to pgcougars.com.